Okay, you guys, I am so excited because finally, I got something that I definitely needed. I'm pretty sure you guys can see in the title, but I finally got a robot vacuum slash mop. Like, about time. I was putting it off for so long because I was thinking, I'll buy it when we move out. It's so expensive, and at some point when we were talking, we're like, hey, we're not gonna be moving out anytime soon. I would like to have a robot vacuum to help clean up the pet hair, because as you are all well aware, I do have a zoo at home. I have 4 cats and a dog. Oakley, he comes back and forth between my house and my in-laws. So safe to say there's a lot of hair around the house, and especially when the kids use the litter and they're like walking all over the place. And I work like 2 jobs and doing YouTube, and then Ryan is busy with his work and whatever he's have to do too, right? It's kind of hard for us to really have the time to clean, because especially on weekends we're busy too. So I kind of needed that extra help, and again, because we're not going to be leaving moving out anytime soon, I was like, hey, you know what, let's pull the trigger. It's also what was it, Amazon Prime Day too, so they had a special, so I'm like, hey, you know what, let's just do it. I can't wait any longer. Let's go ahead. So I'm so excited to try it out. I know the kids are gonna be a little freaked out about it because they're like, what is this? I can't wait. So I'm obviously going to do a first impressions unboxing, and probably gonna use it for maybe about a few days just to give you guys my opinions and like a good review on it. But anyway, so I am just gonna finish work right now, and when I finish that, then we'll do the whole unboxing experience. And of course, this goes without saying, make sure you are subscribed to my channel. Ring that bell so you're notified when I do upload a new video. And don't forget to give this a thumbs up if you'd like to see these types of videos, like something different every now and then, aside from my beauty related content. And don't forget to follow me on my Instagram handle, which either side is gonna be, I don't know. And let's get started with the video. All right, you guys, here is the monstrosity. Woo. All right, so let's get to unboxing, shall we? All right, so let me just scooch this a little further. Kind of hard to do it with just by myself and one hand. And hi, Luna. No jumping. Here is the thing. Let's pull it out. Okay, so just so I'm pretty sure you guys saw this already, but like some of the clips will be, vertical and whatnot, because I'm trying to do a reel at the same time. But here are the instructions. Here is the actual robot itself, and this is the housing unit right here. So I'm gonna sit on my butt and do all this. So I just finished setting it up, and it's prompting all that and what to do. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna clean up this mess. So it was a little bit confusing to me because it was saying how there was this connection code and that connection code. So it was a little bit confusing on like which code was what. So I finally got it, of course. And here's like my big giant mess right now. So far, I wish I recorded this, but I needed my phone to obviously connect everything. But the cat's already freaking out, like, what is this already? But let me do this. So let's see, swipe left or right to switch modules. Okay, I got it. Whoops. Tap the screen to start cleaning. Got it, I guess. Slide down for settings. Got it. So I actually took off this thing, I guess. Nah, who cares? I'll just take it off then. Freo mode, and then vacuum and mop, vacuum and mop, and vacuum then mop, and then just the vacuum mode. And of course, you have your other settings. Well, let me just go back here. Then you have your other settings. I think you go up and down. So they have a volume, brightness, the network, and then wash and dry, mops confirmed. So I have all this stuff right now. So I'm gonna put on child lock because sometimes I'm
pretty sure the kids are probably gonna like jump on this building pair device. So all this should be done already. So I'm gonna go and do my mapping and everything first, but let me put this thing, the giant thing, away first. So and then show you guys it's doing its thing. So this is it going right now. I guess I should move that chair. So they are very curious, a little skittish. Apollo's very scared. So it's just mapping out the house, kind of testing what's around. So it actually went to all the corners first in Freo mode. So now it's going through all the center of everything now, which is quite good. I just thought it was just going to concentrate on the corners and have to go into vacuum mop mode, but nope, it's now going through the middle of the surface area right now. So no, it's not focusing. Yeah, so it's going to do its thing. The kids are kind of getting used to it now. They're very curious about the housing right here, so they keep trying to like look in it, see what's going on. But yeah, so it's gonna do its thing right now. So far, the cleaning process, I've been watching it, and it's pretty quiet for a vacuum and a mop. When it goes over like this mat right here or any other mats, it actually like lifts up the mops, and it just kind of like reads and see what's going on. So I think it's actually going back to its housing right now to clean the mops, and it's going to reverse at some point or something. Yeah, so it does this suction thing and then goes back. So now I guess it's cleaning up the mops right now, because it actually did like a whole round here. It didn't really clean the powder room either, because this is actually quite elevated. I don't know if you guys can really tell, so it's actually quite elevated, so it's kind of hard for it to like lift up, and this is also a sharp edge to this, so it's not really flushed for it to really go, so it does have a difficult time to really go up here. So if anything, I may just avoid this room or see how it goes again. We'll try again, but yeah. Okay, I'm kind of curious how much water is left, so let's see, and let's see how dirty the water is the first time around. Not as dirty as I thought it would be. The amount of hair and litter around here in the matter of what? Technically it was a full day, and I add a little bit more, so about 2.5 days.
Okay, you guys, so I've had my Narwhal for just over 2 weeks now. There's a lot of things I like about it, and there's a few things that I kind of wish about this. So I kind of want to let you guys know my final thoughts about it. So setting it up was fairly easy to some extent, because when I was doing like the codes, there was 2 different codes. So one is for the app and one's for the actual machine itself. I wish there was something saying to specify that, because I'm thinking the code that I got was for the app, but that code was for the machine, and it didn't really specify that. So that was a little bit confusing on my part. It's a tiny thing, but it's still confusing. But other than that, it's set up just fine. It mapped out the room very, very well. Another thing that I wished about this is that like I can't really fault the vacuum too much, because this is more of like the layout of my house, or like the tiles. So my living room, and when it goes over to the bathroom or the kitchen, there is a huge ledge, and there are times where it goes over like just fine, and other times it kind of struggles a little bit. I don't know what it is. Like it went over the hump the first time, but whatever reason the second time you can't do it. But again, I can't really fault that, because I'm pretty sure if it was any other robot, it would do the exact same thing. So just so you are aware, yes, it can go over to the next room if you have a bit of a hump there, but if it's a small hump, it's not a problem. Mine is like like a centimeter or two or whatever, like big, like it's tall, and it's kind of, it struggles to go over that when it's trying to vacuum or mop. So that's the problem with that. Again, I can't fault it because I'm pretty sure a Roomba, iRobot, whatever it is, will have the same issue. But it does do the job very, very well. Goes back to its home, you know, as it should, because I've seen videos that it doesn't apparently, but mine went back home just fine. You have to be sure when it's being mapped, that's being mapped properly, and any no-go area zones, like I have to set that up accordingly, because when it's going down the line, if it feels as there's too much of a blockage or something's like in its way, it will not go back to that area. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So when it does go back home and finishes its task, I have to tell it to go and vacuum the area that I missed, because it keeps thinking that, like, you know, there's a wall there for some reason. I don't know why, even though it's been mapped, but sure. So it's just like little things like that. It's not a big deal. I feel like other robots would probably do the same thing anyways. Mopping wise, I love that. Like it mops very, very well. It maps out as it should, like the same thing when it's vacuuming, just does the perimeter and then it goes with the inside. And you know, it goes home, it cleans itself out, it dries it out, you know, very, very good. Like the first time I've used it, you guys saw the water was pretty bad, but lately when I tell it to mop, it's not as dirty, so it's definitely doing a good job. So my suggestion is, you know, have it mop the first couple times and you'll see the water's pretty dirty. And it also depends on your home too, right? Like I have a bunch of cats in the house, and even when I have it done once a week, the water is still not that dirty, which I'm, again, still very surprised by that. But I still have it vacuum every day because the hair, the litter, like it's all over the place. So that is done every day, but the mopping part of it, I probably would maybe do once a week, but even then the water doesn't look that dirty. Is this an expensive like cleaning robot? Yes, it is. 100%, this is very expensive, but I always believe that you kind of get what you paid for. So even if I got like just a like cheap vacuum robot for like $300, you know, it's just going to do just that. It's just going to vacuum my house and that's it, right? But this actually vacuums, mops, self cleans, and you know, it does a lot. It has sensors, like there's a lot of things, a lot of features in this. And I also got it on sale too during Amazon Prime, so I did get a deal on the accessories, so I don't have to worry about that for quite a bit. So overall, I really do love this vacuum. Like I think this is the best purchase I've ever made. So if you guys have a bunch of pets like I do, like you have a zoo here, I would suggest you guys to invest in a, you know, cleaning robot. It doesn't necessarily have to be the Narwhal, but a cleaning robot. Like, especially when you're both busy. Like I work like 2 jobs and I try to keep up with my YouTube channel. And then Ryan, he works his job, but he's in the office like majority of the week. So we're like ever rarely home and have time. You know, every now and then we'll like actually like do some manual cleaning there. But you know what, just something quick to like vacuum the house for just like everyday hair. Perfect, absolutely perfect. So it's definitely doing a great job with that. And yeah, so if in conclusion, basically, if you guys have a zoo, if you guys are busy, I would invest in a cleaning robot. Again, doesn't necessarily have to be this one, but if you guys are interested in it, I hope this video helps, of course. And if you guys have any questions about it, I'll try to respond to you in the comments section down below. Like I said, I absolutely love this. If you're interested, I hope this video helps. So anyways, you guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys like this, and I hope this helps you guys making your decision if you want to go forward with the Narwhal or not. So anyways, I'm gonna take off my face. I have a busy day tomorrow. So I will see you all in the next one. Bye.